Liverpool boss Arne has left supporters talking after making a move few saw coming. The Dutchman's latest call has sparked debate among fans and pundits alike, raising questions about what it could mean for the team as the season unfolds. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Harvey Elliot went unused in Aston Villa's Europa League opener on Thursday night, with their supporters bemused by Unai Emery's use of the former Liverpool midfielder. Elliot joined Villa on deadline day on an initial loan with an obligation to buy for £35 million if he makes at least 10 appearances. That makes his permanent switch to Villa Park almost certain, though there is a growing belief that he was not head coach Unai Emery's preferred signing. Emery criticised Elliot's tendency to play quick passes behind the defence after a cameo in last weekend's 1-1 draw at Sunderland, and then left the 22-year-old on the bench throughout Thursday's 1-0 win over Bologna. Morgan Rogers, who has struggled for form so far this season, played the full 90 minutes as number 10, while Emi Buendia and Evan Gersan started on the wings, and Jadon Sancho came off the bench. The decision to overlook Elliot was one which left many Villa supporters confused, and some questioning whether Emery wanted him in the first place. While Emery has explained that his new number 9 needs adaptation, it is difficult to believe that Elliot, such an impactful player for Liverpool, would not improve an ailing Villa side. It is highly unlikely that he will not make the requisite 10 appearances over the course of a long season, but there could still be question marks over his long-term future if he finds himself out of the head coach's plans. Elliot scored Villa's first goal of the campaign on his only start so far, in the eventual penalty shootout defeat to Brentford in the Carabao Cup. But it appears as though that, rightly or wrongly, he finds himself behind Rodgers in the pecking order and unable to shift him from Emery's first choice 11. After a breakthrough campaign that saw him score 14 goals and lay on 16 more in 54 appearances, Rodgers is yet to produce a goal or assist in 7 outings for Villa this term. The England midfielder found himself jeered by sections of Villa Park when he made mistakes against Bologna, with it clear there is a mounting unease around Emery's decision-making. Now in a shock decision, Federico Chiesa has been added to Liverpool's squad for the Champions League phase following the long-term injury to centre-back Giovanni Leone. Chiesa was originally left out of Liverpool's senior group for the Champions League, with Arne required to cut one of his first-team players due to squad restrictions. But serious injury for Leone, who is expected to miss the remainder of the campaign after tearing his ACL, has seen the club employ a new UEFA rule, as Slot confirmed on Friday. UEFA announced that up to the 6th game of the league phase, clubs can make one change to their outfield players on list A, in the event of long-term injury or illness. That means Chiesa has now replaced Leone in the squad, which is clearly not a like-for-like change, but was certainly the most obvious choice. Many felt Chiesa should have been included in Slot's squad in the first place, but the head coach opted to register Rio Ngumoha as his 5th attacking option alongside Alexander Isak, Mohamed Salah, Cody Gakpo and Hugo Ekitike. Liverpool can still add another centre-back to their Champions League ranks ahead of any of their remaining clashes with Galatasaray, Eintracht Frankfurt, Real Madrid, PSV Eindhoven, Inter Milan, Marseille and Karabakh. However, they must fit the criteria for List B, born on or after January 1st, 2004, and having been eligible to play for the club for at least 2 years since his 15th birthday. Academy defenders Carter Pinnington, 18, and Welity Lucky, 19, both fit that description, as does Amara Nallo, 18, but he is currently injured himself. Reece Williams, who was drafted into the squad for the Carabao Cup win over Southampton, which brought Leone's injury, is not eligible as he is 24 and would have been required to be named on the senior list A. Chiesa's experience and versatility could prove particularly useful as the league phase progresses, particularly if Liverpool pick up further fitness problems. Slot could employ rotation at points, with the Italian capable of filling in across the entire forward line, including, as shown late on against Southampton, Southampton as a number 10. Liverpool will also be aware of Mohamed Salah's expected inclusion in the Egypt squad for a mid-season Africa Cup of Nations, which if he reaches the final would likely see him miss the trip to Marseille on January 21st. In other news, Ibrahim Konate is yet to decide on his future, despite claims in Spain that a move to Real Madrid was a done deal, but contract talks with Liverpool remain uncertain. Konate is into the final year of his contract at Liverpool, and a similar situation to last season appears to be playing out. While Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah eventually signed new deals with the Premier League champions, Trent Alexander-Arnold sidestepped all questions on his future and joined Real Madrid as his terms neared expiry. Real are now courting Konate, and Spanish publication Marca claimed last week that Liverpool now view his exit as a done deal. However, The Athletic's James Pearce reports that sources close to the defender himself insist he is yet to commit to a move to Madrid. Talks between Liverpool and Konate's representatives are described as problematic, with it now closing on a year since sporting director Richard Hughes first began contact over a new deal. Though the late agreements with both Van Dijk and Salah do offer hope, the longer the impasse continues, the more likely it appears that Liverpool's number 5 will move on. The Athletic's David Ornstein reports that Arsenal have now agreed a new deal with William Saliba, which could increase the likelihood of Real stepping up their pursuit of Konate. In July, journalist David Lynch explained his belief that Konate's priority is to renew with Liverpool, and the player certainly hasn't given an indication that he is resolved to leave. But speaking in May, the Frenchman hinted at a difference in what Liverpool are prepared to offer and what he is seeking in terms of his next contract. "I know I have a lot of objectives with this club, to become a leader, to win everything. I am very happy here, to be fair," he told reporters. "This is another conversation with the club and my agent. We will see what will happen in the next few weeks, or I don't know when, but we will see, let me say that. Progressing? Not really. But my agent met the club last week, but I don't know what will happen. I cannot say what my agent said to me, but yeah, we will see what will happen." Konate added, "They made me an offer, and I replied to them with something, that is it." As is the case with Liverpool target Mark Guehi, if Konate were to join another club on a free transfer, it would be significantly more lucrative to him than if a transfer fee was required. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.